I need to turn this on. Oops. Yes. I love ya. Blessings, blessings upon blessings. Today, I just had to jump in a live to allow us to just enjoy all that happened yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you who came and was a part of the celebration. Let me take these off because the clear is. For those of you that came to be part of the 53rd anniversary of Yeyefini Efunbolade, it was amazingly wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all so much. The students, those of you who are my friends who came live as well as in person, it was phenomenal. Today actually is the date that I had the ashe of Obatala placed in my little bald head in 1971. It was a day that will go down in infamy. It was such a beautiful experience for me because number one, I was afraid. I was 23 years old and didn't know what the heck I was doing. 53 years later, here I am, still honoring Obatala and giving honor and praise to all that I am to do, be, and have. Yesterday was phenomenal. Let me tell you all a backstory. Usually, my Orisha, my Obatala Oshagiyan does not accept my desire to have a party. Usually, when I ask, can we have a party this year? Are you open for an anniversary? He says, no, I'm good. So finally, it's been 3 years now, and we had a party yesterday. When that Orisha comes to visit and says yes, it's all kinds of stuff. And let me say, each time that we have a worship service, a public event where Obatala presents, says yes, it's something so supernatural, so unbelievably connective to not only the person of me and the people that are there, but globally. So those of you who were part of it yesterday and Saturday with the ancestors, that was phenomenal as well. We started out the festival with Saturday, honoring the ancestors, sacrifices, dancing, partying, and connecting to spirit, to stories. Thank you for those of you who were very transparent and spoke about your experience with your ancestors, the first time you met them, or the experiences that you have of taking it to a deeper level. And then yesterday, Obatala, the theme of it was Obatala lives in our body, minds, and spirit. And Obatala said this year, Obatala said that this time, a celebration, he just wanted to come to heal, to do healing work. And in the healing work, we had arranged to have all types of nice healing practices that were going to be available. And of course, it didn't work like that because by the time the Bembe was in hand, Baba Alaje Sekou tore up the drums. It was unbelievable. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful celebration. People felt healing right then. It was focused. But the bigger thing of this is in my years of practice, it is so powerful when an Orisha comes organically that is not prepared. Because in some systems, you prepare a particular person that carries the Orisha or that can get the Orisha and always is capable of carrying the Orisha on earth and manifesting itself through possession. I love to be in a place where it organically happens. And that's what happened yesterday. The last time my Orisha Oshagiyan came on earth and manifested and walked on earth in the spirit of man was in, I think it was 2009. So he doesn't come, but when he does come, is miracles. It was amazing. It was glorious because planning and coming together, there were all types of things as Obatala always does. It says we're going to do this, and then there's something that happens that can't, or someone that of importance is supposed to come and to happen, and it didn't show. But at the end of the day, everything that was supposed to be in place, the people that said they couldn't come because there were key roles, they were able to come. There were just surprises. I had surprises of people I hadn't seen in years, surprises of people I didn't even know. The possessions of Obatala Oshagiya was magnificent. Obatala gave individual messages as well as to the community. For those of you who have ever been in witness, bear witness to that, or are aware of what possession happens, I am sure it happens often, but in the West, I have not seen a possession happen as often in different worship services. Maybe I need to get out more. But I love when that happens, where you're just there doing the worship, and all of a sudden an Orisha comes down, walks the earth, does what it comes to do, and then leaves. Well, we had Oya come down, we had Obatala come down yesterday, and we had other Orishas, other people that were feeling spirit that spoke about the miracles that happened with them. Miracles happened. People got sick, and then within 10 minutes they were well. People that felt fear over things, people that were crying. And in each situation, after the worship was over, people were feeling that they just released so much. Things that they didn't know they had would just come through. And then the Orisha went and gave personal messages. That, for me, was a perfection of all of the planning that went through it. So I thank each and every one of you that were a part of this, of the Ore IIASK family, as well as we opened it up for all of the people that I think it's 1,000 people that I have in my email list that are friends of Yeyefini.com, and we invited you, I think, a week before, and those of you came, many came in person, many of you were online. It was so glorious. Thank you so much for the support, the honor, but know that your healing is going to take place for the rest of the year. But look for some key things for the next 8 days. Trust me, Obatala Oshagiyan is a powerful Orisha. For him to come and work just to heal, everyone was feeling the majesty, the majestic honor of Obatala doing his work. And so I just wanted to come live and thank each and every one of you that were part of it. I will be putting out some things on YouTube that you'll see some of the excerpts of it, as well as I will be sending out some more messages as he reveals himself to us in the people saying what happened and how they were helped and how they feel the rejuvenation. I mean, it was happening right then. Amazing. We had a young lady that was, I think she's 15, and was having some challenges and got so much clarity in her mind. And, you know, teenagers are just in a place of finding and discovering who they are. So she was like, I don't know about that. At the end of it, we're not saying that we're speaking the gospel. We're saying that God in its manifestation can affect the way that we're thinking. Those that came in person, as well as those that were virtually, if you had done the things that Obatala said in preparation, you've taken your white flower baths, you've done your head feedings, you've done the things that to support your healing, you are feeling it today. I am feeling it. When we're going to send out the replays, you will feel it, you'll energize it. Someone I spoke to says that y'all are in, what is it? Spiritual drunkenness. Because this morning we were we were up at 5:30 doing more rituals of Thanksgiving. But the vibe, the energy is just so out of this world. Thank you, everyone that came. If there's anyone that want to text in and say anything or ask a question, go ahead. Those of you who sent in your messages, your names were called, your name were there, they're still there in front of the shrine. So expect the miracles to happen. And as Obatala said yesterday, always think and expect the best so that you will receive the best. But if you're feeling that this is not going to happen, I think that maybe I need to try hard, then you're sending two messages. Obatala said that the importance of us to work is in community and loving each other and supporting each other. Support the elders, show the elders the respect and honor that is due. Obatala also spoke. What else did Obatala speak of? Can't remember. Because I had was kind of. Yes, not to be afraid. Oh, right. That things are going to happen in the world. Do not be afraid. Hold true to who you know you are. Use your medicine, because life is about a flux of an up and a down. And sometimes when we look at it that it's always going to be a down, then we miss what's up. And vice versa. If you're looking at it that it's always supposed to stay that you're up, then when the downs come and the lower moments where you're supposed to go and take a deep dive, you will not be able to understand. So do not live in a place of fear. Work consistently with your egum, with your ancestors and your Orisha. Work consistently, because Orisha be a gungun kosi. Is that you cannot jump to the Orisha and you want to know who's my head Orisha? Work with your ancestors to connect to the vibration of the blood that's running through your body. And that vibration, that blood, is a connecting rod to generations, hundreds of years that you may not have ever met. And in doing so, what you're doing is allowing yourself to connect to them and hear them. You're deepening who you are. Really filling your life with the gifts and the talents that you've received. Looking at your parents, looking at your relatives as a gift, and see what role you play in bringing the family up to a vibration and a resonance that we can leave a community whole and healed. Y'all remember? Okay, that the Orisha, some of us are taking, some of you are taking baby steps, and the Orisha will meet you there. Don't be in a hurry to just feel, oh, I need to be bigger than this. And my reading said that I need to be a Babalawo, or my reading says I'm supposed to be a priestess, and my says that I'm supposed to have my own business. Take the small steps. The Orisha will meet you there. And if you take the big steps, the Orisha will meet you there as well. So when you know it's time for you to take those big leaps in life and to go back to school, or to get the foundation, or to meet the community, or do the things in your family with your husband and your wife, investments to take your life and our community to a higher level, go on in. The Orisha will meet you there. So wherever you are, the Orisha will meet you. And to study, I remember said to study and to learn the things that are going to keep you in harmony. Appreciate what it is going on in the universe, on Mother Earth, and be very selective in the things that we do, and be very clear and take responsibility for the things that we're doing to either help the planet or create confusion in the planet. So take time to really take ourselves responsible for the things that we want to change, not to just say, oh, we need better climate, we need better water, and not doing anything and asking someone else to be responsible for. Be proactive in the things that you want to see in your life. Some of us are taking back steps. So you step in and it didn't happen the way you want to, you run back. And then you wonder why things are not happening, because the Orisha or the spirit, your ancestors, are not going to meet you there. So onward, forward is where you're going. Back steps, you find yourself just exactly where you were and feeling that you're there alone and God does not support you. Yeah, I know some of my personal things that it said. So Obatala spoke for a long time. We wrote it down. And so in doing so, we're going to share with you some of the recommendations and the ideas for our success as human beings, because the healing begins with us. The healing begins with you. The healing means that wherever you find yourself, whether by birth or circumstances, take responsibilities to recognize that you have the solutions right within you. You have the ability to forgive, and you have the ability to be forgiven. And so to open in your life to a place where you know that you are perfect in your making. Obatala created us, your Orisha created us with everything perfect. There are no imperfections. And when we come and we call them imperfections, it's our inability as human beings to know the sum total or the end of what our life is going to look like. Our life is like a jigsaw puzzle. You have the little pieces. You can't just go in and start shoving pieces in. You have to get the frame to know exactly what is going to frame it, and all of the colors in one location, all of the figures in another, and then bit by bit you start putting it in. That's what this Orisha and what this tradition and what spirituality is about, is moving slowly and connecting the dots. During this time, Obatala is going to visit us to give us great amounts of insight to say, whoa, I saw that those aha moments, that's Obatala. That is when things make sense to you, because you recognize the connectivity of it has to everything and where you are in your life. So we already gave you many instances. Go back to the YouTubes that I did before and showing you how to set up your altar. You still have a few days of August to go in and to follow through throughout this number 8 month in honoring Obatala in you and in your house and in your family, so that you will find peace in your home and peace in the things that you want in your life. So some of you who have read my book, The Living Shrine, the new book, which I'm on my way now, going to do another book signing. For those of you, you know my story. If not, very good story. Very good. It's a page turner, as they say. The journey started and the living shrine of how the different challenges in my life, how I was able to face them and acknowledge that I'm never alone. Yesterday, and the pictures that you always see throughout this month, with me carrying my shrine, that is the living shrine. When you connect to the aspect of nature, the stones of nature, the gravitational pull of nature, that your shrines have been consecrated and washed, and sacrifices and prayers and years of petitions that you ask in other people for other people, and all of the shrines. Yesterday, I carried Obatala. I only carry Obatala on my head in public when we are having his worship services. So he has not walked on earth on my head for 3 years. And before that, it was 7. So as I said, he doesn't allow me, or is not interested in walking on earth. Let him, that shrine be seen. But know that when y'all, some of you who get readings from me, and consultations and rituals, whether it's a marriage reading, a roots reading, a baby, Ishataya's reading for your child, your monthly reading, your New Year reading, and the rituals, and you call me and we proceed with the rituals. Those are the shrines that I was giving thanks to, and that I shared with everyone, that this is a place for you to say thank you for. So when the drummers are playing and you hear a song to Oshosi and the drummers, and if you remember Oshosi did something great for you, then that would be the time that you would put an offering or money to the shrine or to the drummers. This is what Orisha is your connectivity to nature. The things in your life has a vibration that connects you to this planet where you live. Their elements, their colors, days of the week, animals, all of them connect to this big soup that is made called life. But in each one of these soups, you have, each thing has a purpose. Just like when you're making a big pot of soup, you have corn, you have meat, you have potato, you have carrots, you have all types, and it all goes in, and when you eat it, it is delicious. That's our life, is connecting to all of the things that make us who we are, our past experiences, our present experiences, and our desires to move in another direction. All of those things come together to make us whole, and that is Obatala. My hope, my prayer, my blessing on you is that this month, everything that you have been asking for clarity, may it come easy as it came yesterday. May it come cool yesterday. May it come with laughter. May you recognize love. May you recognize support, just as when Obatala came and Oya came, that we are able to see and to feel the power of the Orisha. It was so beautiful that when Obatala, in its manifestation through the medium, through the priestess, touched someone else, that person became possessed. When it was the same thing happening with the other Orishas that got possessed that came on earth. Every time they touched someone, people were getting possessed for the first time by the Orisha, and only the person sometimes knew who they were. And when it manifested, they were able to say, "But that's my Orisha." We didn't know anything about that. It's a relationship and a communication that was happening. So Oya blessed us, but most of all, Oshagiyama Orisha came on earth in possession, walked. That meant divine alignment with the work that all of you did in support of this, all of the work that I've been doing for the past year to bring this forth, to make manifest Obatala's love for us, Obatala's commitment to being here for you, to be in service, to be the living shrine that whenever y'all are in need, know that you have a place where you, the priests and priestesses of my temple, are ready and capable and available. And as I pray every day to ask Obatala to give me the health so that I will be able to do what it is I came on earth to do. So congratulations to all of you. And I just spread this blessings, spread this discipline and this presence of Obatala to each and every one of you. To each and every one of you. May you be safe. May you be well. May Obatala open your eyes and mind and spirit to know that you have the power to be healed. Obatala lives in your mind, your body, and your spirit. Adupwe, adupwe, adupwe. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Obatala season, and I will see y'all next year. Today is actually the day that they took me to the river, shaved my little head. I was 23 years old, and today I am 77. On the 31st of August is my Orisha, is my birthday, my Earth birthday, Earth Day. So if you read my story, you'll know why I was in the room on my birthday. The birthday that was August 31st was when my mother allowed me to use her body to come on earth. And the 26th, my godfather, Maurice Irving, known as Orisha Mola, was the one that put Ashe in my head of Obatala. I'm eternally, Izinibai Torum, eternally grateful, and Omiyeye who bathed me in the room. I give thanks and honor and praise. Modupwe, y'all have a wonderful day. Connect to your elders, connect to your spirit, connect to your ancestors, and do all the things that you know make sense to you. That is Obatala. There's only peace and there's only love. And everyone felt it yesterday, and you continue to feel that this year. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Odabo.